Hello my friends and welcome back to Coffee Tea Paper. My name's Louise and today I am using my new microphone. So here's hoping you find that you find the audio a lot better. I bit the bullet, and after much disaster with borrowing my daughter's school microphone, I decided to invest in the sound quality of my channel and have gone with a Blue Yeti, which, according to intensive research on Google, is the preferred microphone for many small YouTubers like myself. So that's that. Today we are doing, gosh, it's come around so quickly, memory journaling, memory catch up. Before I get started, I'll start off with my monthly the monthly pages, and then I'll get into my actual memory keeping journal. But I did want to share with you an update with the LabCraft buffalo leather journal that Pooja sent me from LabCraft Boutique. And I actually took this to our Southeast Queensland Journal Keepers meetup. And because I wanted to do something special with this journal, because it's a real sort of heirloom type keepsake journal, and I thought, what better use for it than to bring it along to all our journal meetups and ask everyone to just do an entry. So this time everyone just wrote a little message, and I've come in and added in some other things as well, just some photos and other bits and pieces. So I might just have to do some strategic hand movements here. Just bear with me. Yep, no, that's all good. So yes, so I've just on this page there's some of the comments, and I've just added in some of my new stickers that I've made, and I'll talk a bit about that later, as well as my business card. And I was just being so inspired by having this opportunity to meet other journalists and to set up this group with Sylvia from Art Life Journal, that I have been doing lots of artwork and making some new stickers and business cards and postcards and so forth. But more about that later. And so on this page I have a printout of the flyer that was the electronic flyer that we had on Instagram, and there's some more comments. I have a photo of the group, so that's why I'm not sharing that. And I'm going to have to do some more sleight of hand here. Hang on, lucky I've got these ink. these ink stamp ink. God, what are they called? Ink pads. Okay. And there is another photo of the group there, and some more comments. And of course, being a journal meetup, one of the things you have to do, like I think it's compulsory, and is to do a journal stack. So we did one, and one of the ladies attending the meetup, Thea, she did this most beautiful artwork of all of our journals, and it's far more aesthetic than the photo of the journals. And so I asked her permission if we could use that in as artwork for our newsletter, and it's also the symbol of our chat group on Instagram as well. So so this journal is off to a very nice start, and as you can see, everyone was writing in fountain pens, and so the paper's held up really nicely to that. Just for ease of use, because it's quite early in the journal, it sits up quite high on this side, so everyone opted to write on this side because it's a much firmer base. But I was really happy about that because it let me have a blank page on the other side to decorate and pop in some photos and other memory keeping items. So yeah, so I just wanted to give you a little update on that journal. I'll just pop that to one side. I don't know why I have to do my sing-song voice. I do apologise. Okay, so last month, March, we went for a bit of a blue theme. Had some tickets and stamps and washi and whatnot. This month, because... why? Because no reason, really. Actually, I might just slide this insert out for ease of decorating. Let's do that because my weekly is getting quite chunky now because I decorate it every week, and I haven't been stinting on quantity or thickness of what I've been putting in there, so it is getting quite on the chunky side. Okay, so I've just got a few things here that I put that sort of tickled my fancy, so to speak, and including this is not the stickers that I've done in the end. This is one of my prototypes, and it hasn't quite cut out properly. As you can see, it's gone a bit close to the edges on one side, so I don't want to throw it out because I'm still happy to use them, but I wouldn't actually put those in my shop. I want to really get a bit of a rusticy, crafty look. Before you ask, I have no recollection where I got this paper tape at all. I think it may have been somewhere on Etsy. It's obviously of Chinese origin because that's, I don't know if you can see inside the tube there, it's got a whole bunch of Chinese writing. I've had it for quite some time because I really like it, and I don't want to use it all up too quickly, but it's very cool because it's got paper backing as well, and so you can tear it, but it's then sticky. Voila! Oh, I want to get out my little bin too. Yes, so I'm all excited today because my YouTube friend Ali over at Dabbling in Journals is celebrating 2,000 subscribers. I mean, I can't even get my head around that. I can't imagine. Like, I can't imagine 2,000 people. Like, I went to a function not so long ago and there was, I think, like 500 people in there or something like that. And that just seemed like so many people. It just felt really busy. so just in real terms of trying to imagine 2,000 people in a room, it just blows my mind. But I watched her video this morning of her celebrating her 2,000 subscribers, and she was just so happy and excited, and she pulled out all the stops and used all her favorite journaling goodies and things, and yeah, it was just so much fun. It was just such a lovely day, a lovely way to start my day. And it's so funny, isn't it, that somebody's mood on the other side of the world can affect yours as well, in a good way, of course, yeah. Because I love Ali's videos, and I love the way she does her journaling, and yeah, it's she always it's a nice way for me to start my day. I really appreciate her presence on YouTube, and I find her very inspiring and very encouraging and supportive of my channel as well. And yeah, it's just lovely, like when you can have a YouTube friend on the other side of the world who likes the same sort of things that you like, and then you see them doing so well with their channel, and because it's the things that you like as well. And yeah, it's just lovely. I'm just so pleased for her. You probably gathered that by now. She's running a giveaway too. I should mention that because it's a very cool. No, maybe I shouldn't. Nobody else go in the giveaway. It's a very cool giveaway, and a very generous giveaway, I should say, as well. And yes, she's a very generous lady. And yeah, but no, you should go and have a look, because it is a wonderful giveaway for people like us who love to journal and play with all sorts of wonderful stationery, things of niceness. Yeah, so these are the stickers I made. So I did some watercolor artwork, and then I scanned it in and shrunk it down. And yeah, I did a postcard and I made some stickers. So yeah, so these are not, these haven't cut out properly, so these are not a great example of the rest of them, but I didn't want to throw them out because I still like them and it's still my artwork, and I love the images, obviously, and yeah, so I just wanted to use them. Now we've got some blankety blank space over here. We need to get in. Oh, I need another journal, because it was this month. It was so exciting with the journal meetup, and it went so nicely, and it was just wonderful to meet so many like-minded people, and we're already excitedly planning our next one. Yeah, I'm very, yeah, see, that's terrible, isn't it? I'm very pleased with how it all went, because sometimes you can feel a bit like, am I just doing this hobby alone by myself? And I don't know about you, but none of my close friends keep journals or really have much interest in stationery or anything like that. They have different interests and different hobbies, some of which we share, some of which we don't, but I like hearing about what drives them and what interests them. But it is nice to have someone to talk about who has the same passion and interest in the things that you like. And yeah, and for the most part, oh, I need my bin. For the most part, I get that sort of fix through pen pal letters, because a lot of my pen pals obviously share overlapping hobbies of journaling, or they might be into inks or fountain pens, or they might love washi tapes or those sorts of things. And so it's nice to talk to them, but of course these conversations can sometimes take months or years because you're going back and forth via snail mail. And yeah, and you just having a sit down conversation with someone, and and a lot of the group brought along their favorite fountain pens, and just giving you the opportunity. I'm just going to sort of cover up some of that offcut. Just giving you the opportunity to try their favorites was really eye-opening. There was some, I may have mentioned it already, I'm still a bit obsessed by it. One of the ladies, Stationery Stream, hi Mel, if you're watching, hi Mel, she brought along many pens of extreme niceness, but one in particular just absolutely blew me away, and it was not the one that I thought would. It was a Jinhao 82, which is basically, what would you call it, a knockoff, an homage, that's probably a bit polite, to the Sailor pens, particularly the Sailor Pro Gear Slim. They do have other models as well, and it cost Mel $17, I think she said, and I have seen them cheaper. I've seen them cheaper on AliExpress for like $5. I can't remember if that included postage or not, and I to be frank, I thought it would be a piece of rubbish. Is that really rude? Probably. But I did. I genuinely thought, how could something that inexpensive, that's not like a piece of paper or like an inexpensive washi tape that you know will not be very sticky and you'll have to subsidize the glue on it, but is an actual writing instrument with a nib and has to be machined and has to be, has to have correct ink flow and all of those things to be enjoyable. So how could a pen worth $17 or less have an equivalent writing experience to a Sailor Pro Gear Slim, which retail in the hundreds of dollars? So she very kindly let me write with it, and my goodness, it was a complete revelation, I have to say. It felt really nice in the hand. It wrote beautifully. Like, obviously it doesn't have the gold nib that the sailors, proper, the real sailors have. Sailor pens. Oh God, sailors. But wow, it wrote nicely. It wrote so nicely. I was just absolutely gobsmacked. And Mel's probably wondering why I'm still banging on about it, because I was banging on about it at the time as well, and here we are a couple of weeks later and I'm still, oh no, what have I done? No, that doesn't quite go with my color scheme. Yeah, so I'm still just one of those things. Occasionally I just sort of think about it and shake my head and go, wow, what are we paying all this money for? When you can quite clearly get very nice writing instruments for significantly less. Maybe it's like the drug companies, like the pharmaceutical companies, that you're paying, like, you know, you can either have the generic brand, which is more affordable, or you can pay more for the original brand, because you're essentially paying for the fact that they have done all the research and development and testing and so forth to get it to market in the first place. Maybe that's what you're paying for. Maybe it's purely just the 14 karat gold nib. Yeah, I'm questioning. I have many questions. Let's say that I have many questions, and I also have a question about what to do with this. I think that will look nicely there. Look nicely there. Look nice there. What do we think so far? Yeah, we had, because I do my planning in here, and I do public holidays with the green stickers from Travelers Company in that sticker pack that they do. So it's having a bit of a clash there, but I thought what I could do is bring in some of this Note and Wish autumn. That sounds more normal. Autumn leaves with a bit of green in it, and that might help to tie it together somewhat. So you will just have to bear with me for a moment, because I am just going to speed this up as I do some intensive fussy cutting. Okay, let's do some sticking. Okay, so let's cue the sticking the stickers montage, and I just want to take a moment to say thank you for watching, and if you're not already a subscriber, maybe you'd like to take a moment to hit that subscribe button now, and yeah, I'd love to see you again, or love to read your comments, or yeah, any of those things. So yeah, we'll just finish up sticking down these last few elements, adding a couple of stamps, and yeah, see how we go. What do we think? Do we think it needs a few more leaves? Maybe some more of these sort of light orange ones as well, because we've got the sort of the darker orange and then straight into the yellow. So maybe we need that mid-tone in there as well. Okay, well, I am going to call this one done. And obviously for me, this month has all been about the changing of the seasons, the journaling meetup, feeling inspired to paint my own images of things that I like about journaling and associated with journaling, and yeah, just a bit of a different color scheme from last month with all the blues. Oh gosh, now that I look at last month, it was really quite good. I'm not liking this one as much. I wonder if I should put some stickers on. Hang on, let's have a look. And I'm so sorry for everyone who has been asking about these stickers. They are still available on Amazon Australia, but they're still hideously overpriced for what they should be, for what I got them for. So I do apologize for sort of whipping them out periodically and taunting you with them. I really don't mean to do that. But yeah, all I can suggest is that you put them on your wish list, and hopefully if enough people put them on their wish list, maybe they'll come back into stock, or they'll come back at a more reasonable price, maybe, because that would certainly be good to everyone, for everyone, I feel, because there's plenty of us out there that would very much like to not only have them, but to restock them. So maybe if we all stick them on our wish list, we might get a bit more of a response. Ooh, I think I like that there. Yeah, because they are nice the way they're so translucent. Oh, don't talk them up, right, when you're telling everyone how they're not available, and then you talk them up. Yeah, they're all right. Okay. Rightio. I think we're done with this one, and yeah, so let's cue some music and take some lingering last looks at these pages for April. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!